Hello and welcome back to Loudmouse, the podcast where insert clever tagline at this part of the sentence. I'm your host, Quite, also known as Quite, and as always, I'm joined by Wild Spartans of Brandon.
Hey.
And FPS Diesel.
My name's Jeff.
Today we have a special guest, Scrubby. How you doing, man?
I'm doing lovely. How are you guys?
Great.
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. We didn't want you to ask that though.
Oh my god.
That is not what we wanted.
Listen. I was told to introduce myself, but introducing myself as the 5th best reaction commentator currently making videos is just demeaning, and I feel belittled.
Can you name 1 through 4?
Benjamin, Aiden Projects, Triggered Tro, and Just Destiny.
Okay.
Alright, so you're 5th on the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 5.
Burger
Number
King foot
5.
lettuce.
Burger King foot lettuce. All right, Diesel. So you have something on the topic list called Subway crabs. You want to elaborate?
Okay. So
Because I don't know what this is. I haven't seen this.
I thought it would be funny just to say that the Toronto subway can give you crabs, or that the Toronto subway has crabs. But it turns out that some guy bought tickets for 3 crabs to sit on the Toronto subway and just had these live crabs sitting on the subway. And, people were going around taking pictures of the crabs. But then this one lady got mad at the crabs. And so she, smacked the crab out of the chair.
All 3 of them! 2
All
died
3.
and 1 was injured. They're all in the trash now.
What the fuck? 2 died, 1 was injured. He's at Krabby Hospital.
I know, I was so fucking pissed at that lady after that. I was like, you fucking asshole, they were just minding their business.
Can you just imagine that lady just standing in the fucking subway what are these crabs doing here? Just fucking hitting them off the chair.
She just had a really
Why
bad
is your
day at
reaction
work.
to, swipe them aside?
Or even better, she starts having an argument with the crabs, and she's like, "Why are you sitting there, huh?" And it's just like, "You give me that look," and then she just gets angry.
We're just gonna avoid, we're gonna ignore the conversation he had to have had when purchasing the ticket. I'm gonna have 4 tickets. Why? He's like, I got 3 crabs in my backpack.
I got 3 crabs here, bro. I got kids.
or he could have just said crabs. He could have just been like, "I have some crabs," and they would have been like, "Oh, we didn't need to know that, sir."
He's like, I need a 3-seat buffer zone in any direction.
You don't understand. I have crabs. Real crabs.
Okay.
I'm glad
I have a question,
story.
Diesel. I have a question. Did any of the crabs do a T-pose?
No,
Kinda.
unfortunately they did not. They didn't want to establish dominance. These were very these were the beta males of crabs. So they didn't
Oh, okay.
T-pose.
Did you just assume their
When
gender?
Oof.
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 T-pose.
Triple oof. 3x.
Triple Roblox.
The
oof, come on.
triple X crab oof.
But when did T-posing become relevant again? Because I remember it was relevant back in the Gmod days. But why is it popular again?
Oh.
What happened?
I think it was a book or something they were talking about body language establishes dominance, right? So to establish dominance, these kids would just fucking stand with their arms out at the side to take up as much space as possible. So that's really all it is.
So someone put in a book that T-posing was
no,
how
they didn't put
express
that in a book.
dominance?
They didn't put that in a book. But
okay.
the idea
Okay.
is that if you take up more space using body language, like you lean back, your arms are out, you're at an exposed position, you're comfortable, you assume more power. So
Okay.
it got turned.
So that
into
translates
meme.
to
Yes.
that translates to T-posing.
Yeah, because so that translates to T-posing in that you take up more space.
Yeah.
T-posing, yes. It's just the
Okay.
most awkward way to establish that dominance.
But it works. It's almost
Imagine
as
walking
effective as peeing.
No, even better. You get your whole squad to T-pose and pee around things.
You fucking you circle around one person they're shaking in fear. People close in T-posing and they just whiz all over them.
The American way to establish
Listen,
dominance.
I don't know why I chose the word whiz. I feel ashamed, horribly ashamed.
It's T-posing does that to your brain. Don't feel bad.
Just breaks it.
Your brain on
T-posing makes you want to say
T-posing.
whiz.
My fucking egg of a head, what's inside of it is just mush now. The yolk has been just fucking crushed.
Quite when
The
you
yolk's
said
been
that,
whizzed.
all I could think was these kids with their arms straight out and they're taking a leak and making helicopter noises and spinning.
Are they making it with their mouth or with their dicks?
I'd hope with their mouths because then they would have crabs.
You know those things that You know the shitty toy people used to have where like you spin around the tube and it made like the whistling noise?
Yes.
I feel like that's the noise it would make if you were
Yeah.
peeing while T-posing and spinning in circles.
You know, at some point or other, there's gonna be like this type of like thing on YouTube with like a bunch of people just circling people in T poses, just posting it on YouTube to get views.
Gone wrong.
Terrorizing people.
Totally
in Times
random
Square.
people too, like
like-
not made up, like actual people going out and just circling people with a T pose.
Do you guys
Just
remember
terrorizing people in
planking?
New York.
Planking?
Planking or like the owling thing?
No.
Okay, you
I
don't
don't know
remember
what you're talking
either
about.
of those? Shit, you
I
guys
remember
must have been
planking,
like
just
real
not
young.
howling.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
owling was
remember
like the
planking.
same thing. Owling was like you stand like an owl at a high perched position.
You fall off.
You just watch people.
No, yeah, you just kind of like stand there.
Do you who intermittently?
I mean, it's not a requirement to who, but you can who if you wish.
If you're very into method acting, yes.
And then yeah, planking. So this is just a new plank, but people.
I feel like it'd make you less intimidating for you to like go whoo, whoo.
Or just do it in like the most baritone voice you can muster, like
Who goes there?
It just becomes a question like who?
like in your best Thanos voice.
Thanos goes T-posing.
there was an article.
Thanos stabs in the haters.
How Thanos beat the Avengers? T-posing.
Get the hell out of here. You know that T-posing is considered racist now too.
Are you
Already?
That was a
You
fucking meme. Some dude
That-
made like a
that
fucking
was-
like meme.
Was that a
post, like-
fake Medium article? Because I
I
saw
think that was a
an
real
article.
Medium article, but it was based off of a meme tweet.
I think someone memed it, and then like it's
And then
exactly what happened with Pepe.
No, someone memed it, and then it happened for real. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Isn't that what happened with Pepe?
Yes. Someone was
Yeah.
like, they're gonna turn this into a alt-right symbol, and then they turn around, and then they're like, ah, shit, the Pepe is part of the alt-right.
So basically, T-posing is now like a fascist symbol. Fascist racist
T-posing
symbol.
is the new Hitler salute.
Oh, fucking fantastic!
White power
It's like
rallies is where they're
teabagging
gonna
all
do
over
the
again.
encirclement and peeing technique.
Dude, that would make them way less intimidating. Just imagine, instead of like Charlottesville, it's just a bunch of white dudes just T-posing.
Like chanting some like really racist shit, but you can't help but laugh because they look so ridiculous.
God damn it, that'd be fucking hilarious. Okay, so enough about T-posing. Let's talk about this Harry Potter mobile game. Now, Diesel, you probably heard about this because you're into this stuff, and if you haven't, I'll be surprised. Have you?
Yeah, I saw. I thought it was
Okay,
hilarious.
so for the people who don't know, there was this Harry Potter mobile game that came out, and there was a point in the story where you run out of energy and you're being choked out when you run out of energy. And the only way to get more energy, to stop yourself from being choked out, is to A, buy energy, or B, wait, I think it was 7 hours to get all your energy back to get out of it. So basically, this Harry Potter mobile game, they left your character being choked, right, while you're out of energy, and you either had to wait 7 hours or just pay to get past it.
Jesus Christ.
So like, imagine being a kid playing that game, and then like your character's being choked out, and you
he's
either
just being
pay
fucking killed in
or
front of
wait.
you.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's happening. He's just being choked.
Some kids just in frantic tears. Mom, I need your credit card now.
Mom, I'm dying. Give me your credit card.
I'm sure that's what they were going for with it, but like they got so much backlash that they actually had to implement a system to give more energy for free because they got so much fucking backlash on that. I just thought that was funny because it's like, imagine you just play a game and it's like the only way to get past a story mission is to give them money or wait 7 hours.
okay.
You know,
That's like borderline like pachinko status.
Uh,
Actually,
gra-
that is. That's literally what they do in a pachinko machine or Apache slot. So, did you hear about how Konami got rid of Metal Gear and they turned it into a Apache slot machine?
yeah, because Metal Gear Survive's awful.
Well, their Apache slot business is booming, and they remade Metal Gear Solid 3 with the Fox engine and turned it into a Apache slot game. So you can't
Wow.
finish a story unless you literally put money into the machine.
Really?
Yes.
Surprised more people aren't talking
What?
about that.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that
I
until
did
right
not hear about
now.
that either.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty old.
Well, shit. So is that why Metal Gear Survive's so awful?
No, Metal Gear Survive's awful because
It's just awful.
I don't know why that's awful. That shouldn't even exist.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's awful because it exists.
That game is worse than like DayZ, like standalone DayZ, and that game is still in fucking beta. Like they just put the game into beta.
Well, you don't understand how much time and resources it takes to make a game, all right? 7 years in alpha isn't that bad.
Dean Hall abandoned that project to make some stupid fucking space Minecraft game. Like, oh my fucking god, I do not like Dean Hall. God damn it.
To be fair, he's like,
All right.
listen, they've given us $17 million to make this game. I can do whatever I want now.
Yeah, they've given us enough money. I can't believe they fucked that game. DayZ was amazing. Anyways, Scrubby, so you know how you were talking about Borderlands 3
Yes.
earlier?
Yes.
So, Walmart leaked a bunch of E3 games, or suspected E3 games. Basically, a Walmart in Canada had like a bunch of games listed on their website for a short amount of time, and it was a huge leak if it's actually accurate. Like things like Last of Us 2, The Division 2, Splinter Cell, Just Cause 4, which I thought was interesting. I thought they just stopped after 3. We have Rage 2. Who knows Rage? Because I don't know much about it.
I know about it
people that
because
played Rage.
Keepstar keeps talking about it.
Rage was ass.
what?
Of course he likes that game.
No, but what, Diesel, what, was Rage like that bad?
It was like, okay, it was like Borderlands with no character and like no fun. Made by the people who made Doom.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Because maybe the people who made Doom, they fucked it up?
It was just kind of like bland.
I just pulled up
Very
screenshots
great.
of it, and it looks like Borderlands, but like if Borderlands sucked.
That's pretty accurate.
Alrighty then. And then also Gears of War 5 was leaked, and when did the last Gears of War game come out?
A couple of years back.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been a long time. One second, let me look it up. Last Gears of War game.
Oh, it came out in October 11th, 2016.
Oh, yeah, a couple of years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a lot older than that. Well, whatever. Then we also had Smash Bros. That got fucking leaked on here, which was kind of just expected. Metroid Prime as well. A couple others. Oh, Beyond Good and Evil 2, which we already knew about as well.
Fucking Borderlands 3.
Yeah.
That was the biggest one on there, I think.
Yeah. Also, we have Destiny content, quote unquote, or Destiny Comet. The fuck is that?
It's
New
probably
game, I
like a expansion.
Yeah.
I think the leak we're really looking forward to is Lego DC Villains.
Oh, for sure.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Am I the only one that thinks it's weird that they're all $80 too? Like, are games changing prices?
Oh,
Canada,
no,
it's Canada.
It's Canada. Oh, oops.
Dreams, like, I don't know what that is. There's a new Assassin's Creed game, apparently, they're announcing, it looks like.
I'm surprised.
Assassin's Creed Origin 2. Have any of you guys played Origins?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, I saw gameplay and I was thinking about buying it, but I'm like, it kind of looked like Dark Souls. It didn't look like Assassin's Creed.
I know there's a bunch of like DLC you can buy in Assassin's Creed where like you're wearing a flaming helmet or your cloak glows and it just defeats the entire purpose.
There's like all sorts of like fucking like wonky shit like that. Like it's like, isn't this supposed to be low tech?
No, it's funny because I saw a post on Twitter about it. Like some dude was like putting like a quote from Ubisoft, like, "Well, we try to keep Assassin's Creed, like the history, like the time it's in." And then it's like you get to Origin, it's just like flaming fucking helmets and shit.
Might as well just be fucking Skyrim at that point.
Yeah, God, Assassin's Creed's gotten real bland.
Well, they made 79 of them in like 4 years.
I know. I mean, like, I don't know. I stopped playing after Black Wake. Was it called Black Wake?
Black Flag.
Black Flag.
That's a totally
Black
different
Flag.
game.
Oh yeah. I know what game I was thinking of. Yeah, I stopped playing after Black Flag. That didn't sound right when I said it.
I stopped playing after like Rogue. Like I got Syndicate and then I barely got any way through it.
Oh, I actually own Unity, but I haven't played it at all. We still haven't finished A Way Out in Diesel.
I know
That game is so good. It's so good.
We
Just
I'm the only one who hasn't played it.
we were supposed to finish it before PAX.
the ending is
It
so
is
good.
Nightmare.
Aiden Project started bawling when we finished it. No joke, just bawling. It was lovely.
We need to finish that later, Diesel.
I know. We need to set aside time. This is like the second time you brought it up on the podcast.
I'm gonna keep bringing it up till we finish it. And then we'll talk about it when we finish it. Okay. So there was a kid in Fortnite who got sued for cheating. Mm-hmm. He's 14, right? And Epic Games is suing him and his family for cheating in the game. No joke.
Yeah, I heard about this.
How do
What
you
is
feel
life?
about that?
What is life?
It's just like, really? I feel like Epic is just on this high horse, and you can't sue a 14-year-old kid for cheating at a video game.
No. They're not suing the kid because they legally can't. They're suing the parents of the kid.
Could you imagine if companies sued for like cheating in video games? Because if I would have gotten sued every time I cheated in Modern Warfare 2, my family would be done. I'd be living in a box right now. I can't believe they're suing a kid because he freaking hacked Fortnite. Who cares?
God, I'm trying to find the quotes.
I'm reading this article and it's like Epic says that the company selling cheats is using a 14-year-old as a scapegoat.
It
That's
fucking
true.
seems like they are.
What?
Like it's
Yep.
it's just so like going after like the individual instead of like the person providing the cheats. Like it's so counterintuitive.
No, I think it's really fucked because it's like this kid's 14. It's like he really doesn't know much better.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's just a kid. And then, like, bringing the family into it as well. Like, when they probably didn't really know that he was cheating. Like, really?
Well, and
You're just gonna
they released his
fucking-
name publicly, apparently.
Yeah, it's really fucked. It's really fucked. Like, you shouldn't sue a kid for just cheating in a game, you know? It's like, it's gonna be interesting to see if they win the case. I don't know if they will.
No way. No way. No, I don't fucking see it.
Well, but
Yeah, I don't see it either because it's like suing 14-year-old kid. Like,
but
it's
you're
not
still
gonna go down
screwing
well.
the
I think-
family because they're going to have to pay for legal fees and everything
Yeah.
else along the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, they could potentially countersue for the fucking like to recoup their losses.
Yeah, but I think the reason they're going after 14-year-olds, so it's like they make an example of him. So it's like, man, don't cheat in fucking Fortnite because they even sued a fucking 14-year-old. Imagine what they do to an adult, you know, like that type of thing.
By the time the
So-
lawsuit's over, the game won't even be relevant anymore.
I mean, that's how games go. So I mean, you're probably right. But
This isn't the
I
first
don't
time
know.
it's happened with Epic either.
didn't PUBG do something like this?
I can't quite recall off the top of my head, but I know that Epic has done this before.
PUBG sued like a fucking mobile ripoff of their game.
Oh, okay, it was a different game. It wasn't Cheater. I could have sworn they did something with cheaters, but I can't
They
remember
might have.
exactly
I
what
don't
it was.
remember.
So I do know they sold. They sued a copy. One of the like on the notes for like suing the copy on the I think it was iOS. On the notes for it, they even included the whole circle shrinking thing as like their content and their like property.
No.
Yeah. No. Which doesn't make
no.
much sense because it's been done before by a bunch of other fucking people.
Wasn't PUBG also trying to originally sue Fortnite for like copying their game too?
Yeah, and
They
then realized,
brought
wait
it
a
up.
second.
They brought it up and they got a bunch of fucking backlash. And then like, well, probably shouldn't sue them.
Yeah, plus
So-
they like couldn't because fucking didn't they have to get licensed by Epic Games originally to use their fucking engine?
I don't know that for sure, but I do know they wouldn't have had a case anyways because like the games are they're totally different. Like they're totally fucking different. Like if you would play the different like each game, you'd be like, okay, Fortnite's like this cartoony kind of action shooter, and then PUBG's supposed to be like this realistic kind of shooter. Like that's like the whole like a huge difference there, you know? And it's like I don't know why they'd even fucking consider. Like they wouldn't really have a case.
Money.
Especially since Epic can like, well, Epic can easily afford the lawsuit. You know, like they're making like fucking what is it, like $1 million a day or something? 1 second.
I think they
How
made
much
a
is
quarter
Epic
of
Games?
$1 billion last month, I think.
Holy shit!
1 second. I need to see how much they're making a day because it is a ridiculous amount how much they're making a day. There's no straight answers. This is awful.
Only gay ones, damn.
Okay, they're making $2 million a day from iPhone users.
From iPhone users
Holy
alone, shit.
Only iPhone users. Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Just them alone. So imagine how much they're making with everyone. You know?
I bet you they
Like,
take
imagine-
they take an office money bath every day at noon.
Yeah, like they can afford it. Like seriously, holy shit! God, that's a lot of fucking money. Like, Fortnite has such a good like microtransaction system because it's not invasive, right? But it's just like it's incentivizing enough to make you want to buy everything in the fucking item shop. You know?
Well, especially the way they do
You
the
know-
battle pass, like $10 and I get all these skins and all these challenges and I get to do all this stuff. Of course I'm gonna buy it. Well,
Yeah, and then it's like,
yeah.
and then they cycle through that every 70 days, and then they also add new content after that as well. And it's, I don't know, it's just really fucking smart. Like they're making a fuckload of money. So, God, okay, but in the conversation about cheating in games, I wanted to talk about cheating in games in general because I think it's pretty interesting because we're at the point where these games like Fortnite and PUBG are these massive economies, right? And cheating in the game could fuck up your economy. So it's like how far do you think punishment for cheating will go in the future in video games?
No.
Well, I even know CSGO has really gone after some of the people that provide cheats before. So I think it's going to be more on the companies that make the cheats rather than individuals. Like,
Yeah, I think that's where they should be attacked. Like, they should be pursuing it because those are the people that are the root of the issue, and they're the people that like can better holster the loss because they're taking the risk.
Yeah, and then
it's so fruitless though, because you could stop those cheat sites, but there's just going to be someone else who picks that up and continues doing it because this is the internet. Like,
But what do you do? Just leave it?
honestly,
Go worse?
that's part of like what we count into like our expenditure when we're doing budgets for games. So what we'll do is like we'll look at how many people could possibly pirate our game and look into seeing how much we have to recoup on losses from things like pirating or things that like screw with the economy. I mean, if we're talking like an MMO where it's like a gold economy or something, like that's totally different because you duping items could cause massive inflation in an actual economy, and then you could actually need like economists to come in and like reevaluate how your economy works. And that's like a totally different issue altogether. But if we're talking like cheats and hacking, that's really all that you should do and can do. And I'd really recommend against like publishers ever pursuing legal action because it's going to cause so much backlash publicly. It's just not worth the effort.
Wait, against like legal action against individuals or like the companies like providing.
I mean, individuals. I think companies that like I could understand that, but I also think it's pretty fruitless. You know,
Well-
like it's a minor impact on such a big economy. It's not worth it.
the way Valve does it is really smart too. They'll go to these websites that sell the cheats, buy the cheat, and then put it in their VAC system and just ban everyone who bought it.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty
That's
easy.
a super easy way to do it. Yeah,
But I think that individuals should not be sued or be pursued by legal action. I think they should just be banned and IP banned and just not allowed to play anymore if they cheat and ruin the game for other people. I don't think it should be going as extreme as hey, you're gonna go to jail because you cheated in a game. I don't think it should go that far. But there is one case with PUBG where they sued I think they're suing. I need to double check. I don't know if it's PUBG or not. But there's a game that is suing a bunch of cheaters, right? And they're suing the cheaters for basically stealing people's credit card information as well as distributing the cheats. Because there was like 9, I think they're going after, and 5 of them were stealing information from people who bought the fucking cheat and then selling it.
Oof.
Big
So
oof.
they're pursuing legal action on that note as well, which is like way heftier than just making cheats for the game. So
A lot more merit
Yeah.
too, though.
Yeah.
you definitely have a lot more ground to stand on in that case. But I don't know, I think it's interesting because it's like I think there is going to get to a point where the punishment for cheating in games is going to be heightened. If let's say like we get to the future and it's like you can plug yourself into the Matrix type thing, like VR. Like imagine cheating in that.
Ooh, that would be fucking terrifying.
Like some dude just walks up and fucking super punches you in VR all the way across the room.
I feel like that shit would have to be like VR, like full dive, whatever, like the shit you see in like SAO or like fucking stuff like that. I feel like it like Matrix. I feel like it'd have to be a lot more secure than that because like how the fuck do you even get the cheats in there?
Upload them into your brain.
Ooh.
okay.
Like
You're
have
gonna-
like surgery to like tattoo like a certain fucking like line of code in your brain and like
Yes.
it reads it and it's just like haha I have superpowers in the game now.
Well, and like a lot of these companies are, based out of Malaysia with some really sketchy software to install the hack. Like, you're gonna install that in your brain? No, thank you.
Yeah, and then like bringing it back to the economies and like things like that. What about GTA 5? Like cheats in GTA 5 really fuck their economy because they're based off of like buying money, right? And Rockstar has done this really dumb thing of making the money super hard to obtain. So it's like people cheat all the fucking time in that game. All the time. I have not like you go into a lobby, you're guaranteed a cheater dropping money or something because they made it so ridiculously hard to get money. So it's like in a case like that, it's like, do you think Rockstar is more likely to pursue legal action against people, individuals?
Not
It is
against
fucking their
individuals.
economy. You don't think
Probably
individuals?
cheat manufacturers, but what
I
they're
can
going
see
to end
them
up having to do
manufacturers.
is like causing artificial inflation. So they just raise the prices of items, which lowers the value of the dollar in GTA.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
Like
like
that's
like
the
1.
easiest fix.
It's like $1.5 million for a tank in that game, right? And
Exactly.
each mission will give you like 10K. Like it's fucking ridiculous. It is insane how much money they make
when
off
the
of
game
shark
was,
cards
like-
in that game.
When the game first came out, the most expensive thing was only like $1 million. And that was the most expensive thing. And now, because of the inflation and all the cheaters, bunkers are like $500 million.
Yeah, it's like 5 mil for a bunker, then like 1 million for an upgrade. It's like the best part is too, people still cheat, and like they suck at finding cheaters in that game. Like they're terrible at it. I know people that have been cheating for a very long time and have not been caught. They suck at it. So like I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe they shouldn't like not made everything ridiculous. 'Cause I think that's the big
they fuck
problem.
their economy and like it's just creating a feedback loop where it just gets more and more fucked.
Yeah, they've done a pretty good job at blocking it out for the most part. Like, there's only certain workarounds that work now. At least last time I played, like you can't just drop money anymore. It detects it very fast. So you have to have workarounds. Like people now, what they'll do is they'll spawn in like really expensive cars and then sell them. That's how they get the money now. So it's like the workarounds aren't as fast as like just straight up money dropping. So that kind of sucks if you want money in that game. I wish people would drop me more money in GTA.
I still haven't like gotten past the tutorial levels in GTA. I'm a piece of shit.
I only
Wow.
played a little bit of the story. I haven't played all of it. I
The
heard it's
story
really good,
is
though.
great. It's really good.
I'm surprised
Yeah,
that
it was
game is
really
still
good.
alive. It came out in like 2012.
2013.
It's alive because of GTA Online. Actually, yeah, that game came out when I was in middle school. What the
I feel
fuck?
old.
I do feel old. God. I want GTA 6 Rockstar. Give it to us.
Oh, they're still making more money on shark cards than they know what to do.
Yeah,
with.
they're just gonna wait till it's like dead. They're just gonna wait. To be fair, it looks pretty like modern for what it is, so I guess that's a plus. All right, Diesel, did you read this article by any chance?
Yes, the psychic couldn't predict that they
Yeah.
would get arrested for fraud.
Yeah, you wanna talk
I
about
mean,
it?
that's the best way to explain it. A psychic was arrested for fraud, for fortune telling fraud, which I like wasn't real in the first place. Where'd
Like,
you
come on,
find
what were
this
you
story?
expecting?
I found this on Not the Onion.
Of course you did. That's exactly where I thought it came from.
Yeah, but to elaborate, basically this psychic found this woman who just like got in like a really bad breakup, and then basically this psychic took advantage of this woman and was like, "Hey, give me this ring and give me all this expensive stuff," and then they did it, and then they're like, "Oh wait, I just got scammed." So
there was
that's what happened with that.
there was a Dr. Phil
I just thought
episode
it was
about
funny.
that.
Wait, really?
Yeah, not the same guy, but this guy, like this girl, like her dad died. He's like, "Oh, I'll tell you what he says because I can talk to God and tell the future," and took all her money.
I think I actually watched that
That's
one.
really unfortunate.
God.
Okay,
but
I'm gonna sound like an asshole, but like, if you think that they're gonna do that, you're a fucking idiot and you deserve to have all your money stolen from you.
Stricken because your dad's fucking dead, Diesel. Jesus Christ. You don't think straight when your loved ones just died.
wait, was it a dead
my
dad?
god.
I
Was it a
think
dead dad?
I don't know if it was a dead relative that she's like, I want to talk to him. And the
Oh,
guy's like,
I thought it was fuck. I skimmed that too quick. I thought it was like a husband or something. Let me look it up. Wait, Control F dad. Dead.
oh, I don't know if
come up.
it's. I was talking about the Dr. Phil episode, not that one.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, we're both right.
Yeah, everyone knows.
We're both right. We'll work with that. But I mean, no, I can get Diesel's perspective on that. Like, it doesn't take that much thinking to be like, this person wants $100,000 from me. That's kind of suspicious. Like,
Yeah,
Come
okay,
on.
but like, was it like, were the amounts that ridiculous? Because like, if it was, yeah, that makes sense. But it's
this
like,
psych 800K in fraud.
no, the fucking Dr. Phil episode.
Okay, we're talking about the Dr. Phil episode.
It was a hefty sum.
Okay, that makes more sense. But it's like, thinking is hard when someone just died that's close to you.
No, I definitely
All
agree
you
with
can
that.
think
but
about is, wow, that person just died. Shit.
no, I
Yeah,
definitely
you
agree
think
with
about, wow,
but-
that person just died, not, yo, how can I phone up my dead relative? Like,
It's fucking denial. It's denial and bargaining.
okay, look, Mr. Sages,
All right, Dr.
I'm
Phil.
a bad person.
You are a bad person, Diesel. You should feel bad.
Nah,
No,
I
okay.
embrace it.
No, even if like one of your relatives passed away, and like the psychic comes up to you saying, "I can talk to that relative if you want for 50 grand," like, nah, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm saying it makes sense if it was like some ridiculous fucking amount, but I don't know how much it was.
Scumpy, find it, or Scrubby. Why did you use Scumpy?
Don't call me
Call him Optic
scumpies.
member number 27.
Let's see.
My brain's not working. They've been up for like 12 hours at this point.
There's no specific amount, but he has a Patreon on his Facebook page with the hidden amount.
Wait, how many supporters?
I have no idea. Let me see.
It should tell you the support number.
154.
This dude probably gets like a couple grand a month. God.
Off his Facebook live
Well-
streams.
Well,
Rip.
so what does he do? What does he do in Patreon?
I don't know, but like from what I remember in the video, and I'm watching it right now, he like goes on Facebook and just says random illnesses, and then hopes that someone who's watching is like, wait a second, I have scoliosis, and gives him money to diagnose him or whatever, like save their life. I don't know.
So
Jesus
basically, he's a fake
Christ.
doctor.
Yeah, but then he's like, oh, God has told me your future is this, but I can't tell you your future unless you pay me.
He's a fake
Well-
doctor, just like Phil.
Don't you dare disrespect Phil
Dr.
McGraw.
Phil's an electrician.
Dr. Phil doesn't have a fucking license. He got it revoked.
Wait, did he?
Did he really?
Yes, he did. He's not a licensed doctor.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Does Phil McGraw?
Wait,
Phil McGraw. I love his last name.
he actually. When did he lose it?
Years back. Like he's like lost it a long ass time
Holy
ago.
shit.
What?
In
Okay.
2016, it was found that Dr. Phil has not had a license to practice psychology for years.
Why did he lose it? That's a better
I
question.
think it was. It might have been the shit with Lindsay Lohan.
No, Britney Spears, when he visited her.
Oh yeah, Lindsay Lohan was a fucking.
What happened with that?
He like
I
went
wanna
to
know
the
now.
hospital and was telling people about it, and so someone's like, I don't know if you have a license still. And so they went, and he does not have a license to practice psychology in any of the states he resides, is what this says.
So basically, Dr. Phil's a huge scam. Because he's not really a doctor, right?
A lot of the stuff he says on a show, you could pretty much tell he's making it up on the spot. Because, like, someone will be
I mean-
I murdered my family. He goes, you shouldn't do that. That's not nice. You're like,
It's like talking to Hoover.
don't kill your family.
That's bad.
That's bad.
Man.
Don't kill your mother. That's not cool.
But why did he lose it? Did anybody know?
I'm trying. Like I
I-
heard some shit like fucking. Why did Dr. Phil?
So he copyright claims my video, and he's not a real psychologist. Okay, this is great.
He dropped his PhD down the well.
He has never had a license to practice in California.
Oh,
And the
shit.
last time they can confirm he has a license was in Texas in 2006.
This is
Jesus.
really worrying.
We just cracked
Like,
Extremely.
This dude runs a whole show based off of like psychology, and like he's called Dr. Phil, but he legally is not a doctor.
Well, it's like the Doctors TV show where they basically just pitch
What,
whatever.
Doctor
they're paid.
Who?
No. It's like Dr. Oz or whatever his name is, where he just does whatever company pays him. He just says that it's the best health trend he's ever seen.
What is that show? I've never heard of that show.
It's a show
Anyone
called The
else heard of
Doctors. Does anyone know what I'm talking
Doctors?
about?
I know what you're talking about, but the only doctor I've heard of is Dr. Oz.
I
like
think
the
it might
TV
be Dr.
doctor.
Oz. There's like a TV doctor, and they found out whatever he says that this is the great new health trend and you should do it, the company like pays the show absorbent amount of money just to hear him say it, because all the stay-at-home moms are like, well, if the doctor on TV said it, it's got to be true.
So it's like Billy Mays, but not in commercial form.
Yeah.
He's been involved in like several fucking controversies and shit. But one of them was like the Britney Spears one, where it's like he visited Britney Spears in her hospital room back in 2008, and fucking afterwards he released like certain like private information that like the family of Britney Spears said violated the trust they had between him and the family. So like he's got a decent amount of shady shit in the background.
Okay, so like that article about him supposedly giving a guest cocaine could actually be legit.
Maybe.
Well,
I don't know.
That's
I did not read that article.
that's really worrying. No, it's the one that Diesel made a video on. Diesel.
Yeah. The cocaine
Yeah.
thing, I don't even fucking remember that video.
I still fucking love that thumbnail.
The title of it is literally called your video. Dr. Phil gives guest coke, and it's like Dr. Phil on coke. Like that's a thumbnail.
God.
Hey, views are views. Views are views.
Alrighty then. Well, that's
It's a
worrying.
good time. Speaking of
Sweet.
segues about crazy things, can we please have a conversation about Chris Chan?
Okay, so you linked it in the Discord, and I have no idea what it
Yeah,
is?
so Chris Chan is getting fed up with the hate again. Okay, first of all, does everyone
Again,
know
okay,
who Chris Chan
we
is?
need backstory. We need a lot of backstory. Scrubby, you know who Chris Chan is, right?
Yes, I do know who Chris Chan is.
Okay, we all know who Chris Chan is then, because I know Quite knows.
Okay,
Yes.
for the lovely people at home that are just tuning in midway through a podcast, which is kind of strange. Chris Chan
Just
is
skip
the
to the middle.
creator of Sonichu, which is a fan fiction with a self-insert drawn and written by this man with Asperger's. And that sounds really mean and like I'm being a bad
It does.
person. But Chris Chan is like, is a cartoon character. Like, there's no other way to explain that. It's like Sammy, the classic Sonic fan. Please tell me you guys know who that is.
Yes, I love Sammy.
He reminds me a lot of Bling Bling Boy from Johnny Test when he talks.
I do know who you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah. But Chris Chan's getting angry because he's not making content and he has a Patreon where he's making like $1,000. And people are like, where's the content, Chris? Where's the, or Christine, excuse me. He's a woman now. Where's the content, Christine? Where's the new episode of Sonichu? And Christine's like, I don't want to make it. I'm angry. And Chris Chan's tweets are, your mom is going to have a field day with your limp dick. And he's like responding to all this hate. And it's so
fucking
funny.
Christ.
It's all in capitals. One tweet
pull-
is, I
pull
feel
up
the
some of the
power. I feel the power of pent up rage flowing through me.
Oh no!
Actual
Oh my
tweet.
God.
Oh no!
This is really bad. How recent is this? Like happened with like
This is
today?
like this is over the last few days, and I've been like watching the tweets come in, and Count Dankula apparently knows Chris Chan.
Oh my god.
Also, a funny anecdote about Chris Chan. My GF, she fucking went to like BronyCon, and Chris Chan was there. Took a picture with him, and he smells like pee. So she got a hug from him, and she's like, it was like a really gross, moist hug.
Did
And-
he T-pose on her?
Chris Chan.
Did he
Chris-
T-pose?
No, because Chris Chan doesn't like guys. Chris Chan, her like male friend went up and was like, "Oh, can I get a hug?" And Chris Chan was like, "Oh, I guess so." Like he didn't want to hug him because he was a guy and he didn't want to be gay.
Okay, I want a picture of Chris Chan T-posing now. This is what I want in my life.
Well, you know,
Your
if
life
you
has
go down
gone
to
so
Virginia,
far down the drain, Brandon.
Okay, you have to admit that'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it would, but your life is still shit.
Oh, fuck you. I just want
Well,
to.
Brandon,
look at
Brandon,
this.
I'm trapped in a box. I shouldn't be talking.
You really shouldn't be.
Okay, I'll stop.
What is that tweet, Diesel? I don't like.
celebrity visit. If you want Chris Chan to come and visit you, you can bid $500 on eBay to have.
I'm
Chris
just gonna
Chan
put it.
come
I'm just
to
gonna
you.
say right now that his icon is very deceiving. I'm
Really,
gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that.
I like his banner though. His banner is really good.
Isn't it just a bunch of like?
Look at that banner.
It's very wholesome.
I don't even know how to begin to describe it. There's a bunch of
Okay, we get
Cutouts.
Game of Pictionary. Here we go.
there's a bunch of cutouts
Yes.
from the Sonichu comic with a photoshopped Chris Chan standing in the middle of them with the skirt and what I can only assume are his parents in the chairs. But they're also photoshopped in.
Yeah, it's like a background and then like a bunch of Sonic characters photoshopped. Is basically it.
I know at least his dad has passed, so I think that's like him there.
Yeah, his mom's around still. Yeah. But there
That's
you go. That's the Chris Chan update.
Chris Chan update. We have a segment now. Chris Chan.
The
Chris Chan
updates.
And Chris Chan knew.
Drama alert, but only for Chris Chan.
His
That's what
bio
I'm making
I'd
my
invest.
channel now.
his bio ends with this. I'm a proud bisexual trans woman. And like
That's the whole bio.
no, I'm Christine Weston Chandler, creator and chronicler of Sonichu, Rosechu, in the city of CWC.
Achoo.
Achuville.
CWCville, Virginia.
Yeah, it's a self-insert town with his initials. So there we go.
Chris Chan
Chris Chan's so amazing. Like,
Christian updates with Diesel.
concluded. Okay, next up we have, you guys know Boston Dynamic Robots, right?
Yep.
They now made a robot that can run.
Nah,
It's
blow
over.
up the-
It's
destroy
like a
the
human.
facility. Destroy the
it's like a-
facility. They're dangerous. Blow up the
it's
facility.
it's a humanoid robot that can run. So this robot, and this robot can run on like in like a kind of like rough environment. So this robot could like literally chase you through the woods.
Destroy the facility.
So like imagine like for example like let's say you got in trouble, right? And then like you being chased, and it's like this robot, and this robot never runs out of stamina, and it just keeps fucking chasing you.
Climb a tree.
Yeah. Oh, good point.
You could climb a tree because it's a robot, and they only know how to jog because they're all programmed to do one thing, kinda.
They're working on it though, and they're making too much progress, and it's scaring the fuck out of me.
The movement on the four-legged fucking robots is insane. Like, it is so unbelievably smooth.
I know.
It's like what? How is it this smooth? You know, it's like God. It's just I don't know. It's just really interesting. That's really all I had to say about it. I thought it was just funny that there's a robot now that can chase you through the woods.
Genuine terror.
I think A Way Out would have played out a little differently. Good luck escaping from robot dogs.
Robot, actually, shit. That would be really bad. The only thing that saves you right now from these robots is the fact that battery technology is kind of shit. That's the only thing that saves you from these robots at the moment. But once battery technology is
right around
really
the corner.
good, yeah. But like, even with that, don't they have to be replaced like a lot?
Graphite batteries? I don't know. I'm pretty sure graphite batteries are like the point is like they're super fucking long lasting and they're super condensed.
I know they last a long time, like in terms of their charge. But I think there's like the amount of charges you can actually put into it's a lot lower than a lithium, but it lasts longer.
Yeah.
I think it was
But
like
even then, it's
100.
only a matter of time before they figure that shit out too.
I think it was like 100 charges or something, and like after 100 charges, it only is at 50% capacity total or something like that. It was something it was insanely low. So, but like I don't know, they'll fix it. Once battery technology is improved, all tech will improve massively. I'm calling it.
The thing
now.
is though, like tech improves at a rate that like this like the same as batteries. So like they have the same amount of charge, just better batteries using more power at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true, but like where's the
just
point?
sealing
Yeah,
them
exactly.
both.
Yeah, but that's what's holding us back right now is the fact that the batteries don't push what we
They
need.
don't push faster than technology. They move at like the same pace.
Well, I think tech's moving faster.
Yeah, I would say so too.
I
Yeah,
think
true.
I think every other tech except for batteries is moving faster because it's like Elon Musk is like I think I read something like Elon Musk by 2019 is trying to send a reusable rocket into orbit and then have it come back down and relaunch it within 24 hours.
Yeah,
Something
that's his
crazy
plan.
like that. And he's planning on launching like a bunch of rockets this year as well. So it's like it's really insane how far we've come. It's like a society and people and technology.
We live in a
But I wouldn't-
society.
I don't know. Like it's just really like it was just really fucking trippy that like when he launched that one rocket, like everybody in the world could literally see it in the fucking sky no matter where you were. Like that was genuinely terrifying. Not terrifying, but it's so fucking
It's
crazy.
interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I don't know. I want batteries to be better, so like my phone will last longer than a day. You know, that'd be nice. But I think tech overall is going faster than batteries because it's like look at phones for example, are dying faster than ever. So okay, next up we have something very interesting. This is a very interesting topic that Coit and I came up with. Okay, so question for everybody here, and we're gonna go one at a time. What do you think? What do we think Kim Jong-un game's plan is? Like, what is his game plan?
For some backstory real fast, for any of you guys who don't know, Trump and Kim Jong-un are set to have a fucking summit where they meet each other in person in Singapore on June 12th to talk
Yeah.
about a variety of things. And we're not here
Yeah.
to talk about the specific politics. We're here to talk about what do we think Kim Jong-un wants out of this.
And then also, for example, Kim Jong-un is like making peace with South Korea after years of fighting, and it's like it was such a sudden shift. Like he went from launching nuclear test rockets to being like, "Hey, let's be friends." You know?
Hey, yeah, wanna be in the same time zone, guys?
So, what do you guys think his game plan is? Like, what do you think he's trying to do?
Honestly, I think he knows. I
Memes
think
are
he.
accepted. Memes are accepted. Just
I have a meme answer and then I have a real answer. I think he
Okay.
knows that like his time is limited if he does not start to play ball with everyone else in the world, you know, because he doesn't have any allies. China's fed up with him, so he knows he's like, I better start playing nice to everyone, otherwise I'm screwed. And it's better to be, you know, in charge of a country that talks to other people than not in charge of a country that doesn't talk to anybody. And then Meme Answer, I think he's gonna roll up to the meeting with Donald Trump, and his main bargaining chip is, have you heard how North Korean basketball is played? No. You get extra points for slam dunks. You get extra points if you swish a three-pointer. And I think his main bargaining chip is going to be like, we'll license it to the NBA as long as you're nice to us and lift the sanctions.
Holy shit. That's fantastic. All right. My meme answer is, well, my serious answer, I guess. My serious one is that, like, it's a lot like Scrubby's. It's like he doesn't really have any allies like in the foreign world, but at the same time, he also doesn't have allies, like many allies at home. The people are growing more discontent as more Western media is able to leak in, right? And they're seeing like what's on the other side of the fucking like garden wall. So instead, like, and he doesn't have the military experience and all the fucking like closeness with the people that Kim whatever his like predecessors were, Kim Jong Il, and I forgot his granddad's name, but like, he doesn't have, like, the same connection with the people that they did. So if he, like, continues to be, like, this insular dude who, like, just gets, like, hammered on by the rest of the fucking, like, modern world, like, he's gonna go down in the people's eyes as, like, probably a worse leader than the other two. Or if he opens borders, he could be seen as the leader who brings North Korea into the modern world. It's kind of, like, I think it's partly an image thing, and partly because he knows, like, if he doesn't play ball, he's gonna get the ball played on him. And my meme answer is, I don't know, he probably just wants more Sprite imported.
That wouldn't surprise me. All right,
Brandon,
Diesel, you ready?
Okay.
You want me to go?
You want to go? I mean, like,
I'll go. You can be last. Okay. Real answer, basically everything else everyone said. It's like he needs to play ball. He's being trampled on by the modern age and modern world. And it's like, he's just not gonna get far if he doesn't make friends with people, because it's like he's just sitting in his like big ass house being like, I'm gonna nuke you, and it's just like it just doesn't look good. So I mean, like it just doesn't make him look good. So it's like he just needs to play along so he can keep his empire, basically. Because it's like, I don't think he'll ever liberate his fucking people. Like, they're probably always going to be like the way they are. But the way he probably sees it is if I make friends with these other countries, they won't try to liberate my people. They'll leave them alone because we're on okay terms, you know. But if he's a massive asshole, they're just gonna want to liberate the people and get rid of him. But if he makes friends, it's like it's gonna be a lot easier for him to keep control.
Would the people want to be liberated though? Like, there's still like. As much as like, there is discontentment like nowadays more than there ever has been, there's still like a healthy amount of fucking like sentiment towards liking Kim Jong Un.
Liking him or disliking him?
No, there's still like as much as like they're like as discontent as the North Korean people are or appear to be nowadays more than ever. There's still like a large bias towards liking Kim Jong Un.
Like. You know what I mean? He's a cute boy. Look how happy he is when he smiles at the DMZ. Come on.
All right.
He just lights up the whole fucking room. Come on.
And then my meme answer is, I think Kim Jong-un wants to get a special limo toilet.
I think he has a crush on Donald Trump. He's like, I'm just really nervous to meet him, man.
He's gonna like rub his muscle and be like, oh, so strong.
All right, Diesel, you go.
All right, so first my meme answer is that this is all the work of politician and NBA All-Star Dennis Rodman.
That is going to be a bitch to edit.
Yes, it is. But my real answer, so I actually don't think that he's like trying to play ball, because when you think about it, North Korea has been pretty militaristic the entire time. Their entire regime is based off of that hard military pressure and that precedent that the other Kim Jongs put into place. So I don't think that this is really a peace offering. I think it's more of a long form I'm gonna be good treaty, so that way he can continue to do what he wants to do in secret without really having the
that's definitely
US,
one of the things. Yeah, because it's like
breathing down his neck.
Yeah, he needs to secure his empire, but he can't keep antagonizing people because that's gonna get them to like invade him. So like he needs to work on his nukes in peace.
I mean, I like, obviously he reads global news, and more so now than ever, I bet you anything he's reading the news coming from the United States going, oh, Donald Trump's like a crazy person or something, so like...
He's gonna listen to this podcast.
Yeah, clearly.
Oh my god. That is a possibility. I mean, like, he uses Steam, like, or at least you think he uses Steam. There is one Steam account in North Korea, in the capital of North Korea, where Kim Jong-un lives. Only one.
That's good enough
probably
evidence for
him.
me.
Kim Jong-un probably plays Counter-Strike with South Koreans.
Yeah, more important question. What games do you think Kim Jong-un's in? Into?
Definitely Counter-Strike. Maybe Kerbal Space Program.
He's
to, like,
definitely
test his
playing
rockets.
Fortnite. He's definitely playing Fortnite.
See, I think what he does for Fortnite is instead of playing against other people, he has like 100 of his, or 99 of his slaves purposely lose to him so he can feel really good about himself.
Oh my god.
Like, he's not playing against live people.
See,
What if he killed Ninja and Ninja doesn't even know it?
you say that as like a really outrageous thing, but it's like a total possibility. Like
That is possible.
He could like legitimately do that because I feel like he's never going to do that. Also, like, what was I going to say? No, he wouldn't play Fortnite because that's Trump's game. That's where he builds the walls. He wouldn't step on
He's a
Trump's
PUBG
game.
nerd. He's like,
He's
he's a
he
PUBG
probably
player.
plays Radical Heights or some shit.
No, he played.
Heights.
Oh my fucking god.
Paladins Battle Royale.
Radical fucking Heights. That game was popular for one day.
What, like the one day
Because Fortnite was
Fortnite
down.
died, like it was released,
Yeah.
and then it was like Radical Heights.
It was popular the day Fortnite was down, and then after that, it was just like, this game's kind of shitty. Let's go back to Fortnite. So, God, that fucking game was awful.
Hey, does anybody want to play PUBG after this pubcast or podcast?
Pubcast.
Pubcast, wrong podcast.
PUBG cast.
PUBG cast. No, I don't want to play PUBG. I'm sorry, quite.
Yeah, neither. Not really. To
Really?
be honest, no, I didn't really want to. No,
Unless we're gonna go on a hunt for Kim Jong Un, I don't want to play.
no, I was joking. I want to play Fortnite after this.
What a good idea for a PUBG series, The Hunt for Kim Jong-un.
The hunt for Kim Jong Un. Does he play PUBG?
That would be amazing.
I wonder if Kim Jong Un got an early screening of Infinity War.
Yeah, right. He probably hasn't even seen it.
He's trying to make sure he gets all the other. You know what? The one perk of living in fucking North Korea, no spoilers.
Worth
Yeah,
it.
no
true.
food either.
No, we'll think about that afterwards. Spoilers more important.
Labor camps aren't that bad because at least they don't know how Infinity
Diesel,
Wars ends.
Diesel. Okay, let's look at Venezuela for example. They don't have food either. Neither does North Korea, right? But I bet in Venezuela you could get Infinity War spoiled.
Listen, they have a cryptocurrency. They have internet access. But listen, Diesel, like food is a non-issue for people like me. Some of us don't have the luxury of being able to eat. Asshole.
Fuck you, Quite. You fucking hoodie. I'm more likable than you, nerd.
Yeah. Okay.
Who would win
You have
in a
more
fight,
personality
Quite or
and don't even have a
FPS
face.
Diesel?
You're literally arguing over who's better on a podcast.
I'm better because I don't have emotions that are visible.
I'm more lovable. I'm like a lovable asshole.
I don't know. People call me cute and they don't even know what I look like. That is not what I look like.
But people call me dad or daddy.
Diesel's all like, I'm a
I
lovable
wouldn't
asshole.
be taking that as positively as
Yeah.
you are.
Stop. I'm not. I hate it when people call me dad and daddy. It really freaks me out, man.
I mean, so wait. When I called you dad at PAX, like that wasn't okay.
No, that's different. You call me dad, and it's like you're smaller than me, so like you're my son, but like
He's much smaller than you.
like you're not trying to get on my dick. So,
Yeah.
oh,
Definitely
no, but
not.
no. Most people who
Definitely
use
not.
dad in comments aren't trying to get on your dick.
hold on. I have had people that are like, "Hey, Diesel, can I send you nudes?" And the answer is unequivocally no.
Hey, Diesel, can I send you nudes?
I mean, yeah, sure, Scrubby.
Hey, Jesus, can I send you nudes?
Now, when bros send each other nudes, it's just that way they can all like,
It's just like, bro,
Yeah.
how do I look?
Hey,
It's like,
bro,
you
can
look
you
great.
rate my dick? No homo.
bro, my dick
No
looks
promo.
Great,
single.
fam. You look great today.
No, but just because people call you dad, it doesn't mean that, like, dad's usually not the sexual one. Daddy's the sexual one. And then even then, that's
Dad
half
can be a
ironic
sexual
most of
one
the time.
too, bro.
That's ironic most of the time.
I get daddy Diesel a lot. I don't know.
Probably ironic.
Diesel dad.
Some of it's not ironic, Brandon.
I know some of it's not ironic, but most of it has to be ironic.
This is what happens when you post like gym pics of you on Instagram all the time.
No, he
Okay,
posts
that's-
gym pics in his
like
awful
like
fucking
Diesel, you
camera.
look good. People take notice.
His fucking camera.
Okay, I have a really shitty camera, and that's because I was climbing a mountain in khakis. Don't ask. And
Wait,
and I rubbed.
were you using your car keys or khakis?
No. My pants.
Khakis.
My pants.
Khakis.
My
Your accent makes it so hard when you say khakis.
My khakis.
No, he says car keys normally.
Yeah, I
My
say car
khakis.
keys. Yeah, no, my
khakis.
khakis. God damn it. I was climbing a mountain in my khakis, and I rubbed my leg against a rock, and it broke my fucking camera. Okay? That's what happened.
You should have deep fried it.
Deep fried it. Oh, deep fried.
He picked up. Yes.
I pick up what you're putting down. I see what you're throwing in the air. I'm catching this high ball.
All right. So quite.
I'm extending this bridge that you're building on Fortnite. I'm taking this Infinity Stone that you dropped in the pit of fucking Tartarus or some shit. I see what you're doing.
You just spoiled.
I'm mouthing these loud words.
Okay. Go.
Deep fried memes, a retrospective. What do you guys think? Deep fried memes?
What the fuck
I
is
love them.
this?
Okay, so I was on Reddit and I sent the deep fried meme in chat, and Coit's like, "I'm putting that down." So this is what this is.
Bro, deep fried memes, like, fuck, I don't know what it is, but like, you remember like during the election season, and it was like Jeb Bush wins by every electoral vote. Like that shit like made me die. And it's like fucking like
too.
it's like Trump ends school shootings by banning schools, like that kind of shit.
And it looks all bass boosted.
It's like bass. It's like it looks like
this-
you. It sound like the image sounds bass boosted, but you can't like you can hear the image.
The image sounds face boosted. All right,
Like
one
it's
second.
just like you can
I'm
fucking
sending.
tell.
This is the one that I sent earlier. Like Trump. So for the audio listeners and all listeners in general, because it's all audio. That's
It's a Trump tweet, photoshopped to say Despacito 2 coming this fall, and then it's a news caption saying suicide rate drops to 0%. Like there's so many niche things you have to understand. Like Despacito has to be funny to you. Fucking you have to like there's so much fucking context. But if you get it all, it makes you die.
Despacito 2 will be motherfucking lit, says former suicidal teen.
Like just when anybody says Despacito on anything, like I fucking die.
Despacito's
Like,
such a
I don't
fucking
I don't
meme.
feel like a person anymore.
It's
like,
such an
even, like, just a
underrated
collective
meme.
floating piece of cloth.
People hate on Despacito, but that's just because they don't know the real love of Despacito.
Marvel was produced by a guy named Despacito.
Oh yeah.
Does that mean Infinity War or just Marvel in general?
A bunch of the movies were produced by that Despacito guy.
So Despacito is in my Infinity War. I don't know how. I
wonder if Despacito died in like oh shit. Caught myself. Brandon, censor that, please. I don't want to spoil it.
Well,
Oh my god, that's so much work
like,
for him.
You didn't really like leak anything.
Yeah,
just,
obviously Despacito is only in Infinity War.
You
Part 2.
literally like you're gonna say, I wonder if Despacito dies in Infinity War. Like that doesn't spoil anything. That's just like I wonder if this made up like, or I wonder if the producer dies. That doesn't spoil anything.
Well, does he?
Maybe.
It's weird to think that versions of us exist in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's crazy. Like, what do you think the fucking YouTube economy is like in fucking MCU? Like, do you think we're making commentaries exclusively about Spider-Man and shit?
I could
my
see
God.
that.
Holy
God,
shit!
what a world.
I want to see this now. I want to see
we make
people
fucking,
make
like,
commentaries about Spider-Man.
Like, we make fucking Thanos has hit a new low, but it's actually talking about Thanos hitting a new low. It's like, he killed a lot of people.
Killed
that I
my
like.
mother and father.
He killed my dog!
Holy shit, that'd be amazing. Fuck, I want to see this now, but we're never gonna see this, so that kind of sucks. So
Maybe when we
God.
die, we'll be able to, like, just kind of watch it. like,
Okay.
from a...
just watch it. Okay, so here's a question that I think we should. So this was actually a reply on Twitter to hey, we have questions, but I wanted to make it like its own topic because I know for a fact this is gonna be interesting. So I have a question for all of you here: is a hot dog a sandwich?
No,
Yes.
it's not.
Say
It is.
it gets complicated.
This is fucking stupid.
No, and here's
no,
why.
this is a great
Diesel?
question.
Here's why. Sandwich. Noun. An item of food consisting of two pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other filling between them, eaten as a light meal. So it would have to be a chili cheese dog in order for it
Yeah,
to be a
but-
sandwich.
Okay. But okay, so you could put cheese in the hot dog and it'd be two pieces of bread. Does that make it a sandwich?
Yeah.
And if you
So
put
hot
cheese,
dogs can be sandwiches.
and if you put cheese in a burrito
doesn't
and
need
you
to
use
have
two
cheese.
tortillas and you use two tortillas, does that make that a sandwich?
Is tortilla bread or is that just a grain?
That's fuck.
God, this is getting more complicated.
It's a bread. It comes straight from the tortilla plant. Oh.
Okay, so it's bread. So that does that mean burritos or sandwiches?
Okay, but is a burrito
Brandon,
no,
it's
because
not between two pieces. It's wrapped.
a burrito
No,
wouldn't
but
be
two-
because it's sandwiched between two pieces of bread, not a singular tortilla.
But what if you put taco in your burrito and then it's two breads?
Oh shit.
Google, I need the answer.
See, but then you would still have this awkward conundrum of only the stuff between the outer tortilla and the inner tortilla would be the sandwich. Because anything in that no-go zone where it's only one
actually
layer.
like a hard definition for sandwich?
Yeah,
I don't like. Google might say there is, but I don't buy it.
No, there is.
So what's the definition of hot dog?
I'm going on Merriam-Webster. I'm seeing what they have to say.
Oh, okay, no. Okay, literally, it could be any two pieces of bread with filling in between them, like any kind.
meat, cheese.
No. It says or.
No. Merriam-Webster says 2 or more slices of bread or a split roll having a filling. It can be any filling. I trust Merriam-Webster more than I trust Google.
It literally is on dictionary.com. It says or other filling.
It can just be any filling. It could be any filling.
Yeah, exactly.
It could be more bread.
Yeah,
So you can make a bread sandwich.
Okay, so does that mean
bread sandwich?
So since it has to be 2 pieces of bread, if you crack a taco in half and then use the taco shell as a sandwich, is it a sandwich?
Is that bread? I don't know.
Is taco shell bread?
I don't know.
Yo, I'm not high enough for this conversation.
Tortilla bread.
High enough for this
The real thing we need to define is tortilla bread. Is it tortilla bread?
Tortilla's bread.
Is tortilla despacito?
Okay, what else? Okay,
They are similar, but it depends on the tortilla.
Okay, so technically, wait a second. We need to go back to the hot dog thing. This makes hot dog a sandwich. Like a hot dog is a sandwich.
Yes.
Technically. Okay, so
No, I disagree.
Why do you disagree? Come on. Elaborate.
Because a hot dog is a hot dog and a sandwich is a sandwich.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Nathan's.
No, it's a sandwich.
Diesel.
Yeah, yes.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just being contrarian.
What are we going to constitute a filling? Does it have to be edible, or can you literally make anything?
No, it doesn't have to be edible. It could be a brick. Who cares?
Concrete sandwich.
A brick sandwich is exactly where I went.
A supreme brick, or just a normal brick?
Can I put like a fucking like a Bape hoodie in between? It's like this is my Bape sandwich.
Yeah, it's a definition.
It's a filling. It fills the space between the bread.
Today I learned that sandwiches are lots of things.
So if I stood on a piece of bread and put a piece of bread on my head, am I a sandwich?
You are now a diesel sandwich.
That sounds disgusting.
Filling of a diesel sandwich.
Wait,
I'm not a snack. I'm a whole meal.
No. Wait. Diesel, you know that video where you put bread in your face?
Yes.
How many pieces of bread did you put in your face?
2.
Diesel's a sandwich.
Ah, shit. I am a sandwich.
Diesel's a sandwich.
But it said between 2 pieces of bread, so if he just put them on his face...
Okay, his nose was in between it then, so he made a nose sandwich.
A diesel nose sandwich. Oh my god.
My nose is so big it makes its own sandwich.
Okay, so hot dogs are a sandwich. We all agree?
Sandwich. Yes.
Except for Diesel?
I'll
Yes.
agree to disagree.
Okay, that worked. All right, so now we have, like, actual questions. This one's for Scrubby. Scrubby, what's it like being a furry?
Well, it actually feels pretty great because when I put on my fursuit, the entire world is silenced and I can just really focus on being myself and making the friendships and connections I've gained through all the furry conventions I've been to. And it's a lot like Quite with a surgical mask, you know? You have this layer of anonymity that allows you to do whatever you want. So
What the fuck? Wait, Scrubby, what the fuck are you implying?
I'm implying that I know what your persona is. Don't make me expose you.
Scrubby.
I'll do it.
Okay, listen, I've had to fucking do this with Diesel, but like I thought you were better than him. Like most
Oh
people
my
are better than
God.
Diesel, let's be fair. But like this isn't a fucking mask. This is my face, you absolute asshole. I've had to do this like 3 times with Diesel, and he keeps fucking denying me because he thinks, oh, he's good, get into this thing. I don't. Dickhead.
Whether or not it's your face, you still went to the furry convention with me. Don't deny it.
What?
Oof.
Exposed.
Quite as silenced.
I haven't left this blue box in 3 years. I was born.
It was 3 years ago.
You haven't, but your persona, Kevin,
I was
did.
born 3 years ago, Brandon.
Your persona's name is Kevin?
Yeah. You know the bird
Scrubby,
from Up?
Are you sure that was me? I don't
Yeah.
think that was me.
It was doing the arm flailing and everything. I'm pretty sure.
That's more than just me.
I don't know.
I'm very concerned.
All right, continue, Scrubby.
But when you put on that fursuit, you're able to be yourself in a way that you've never been able to be yourself before, and it's just great, you know. And when people get a little frisky,
I can't tell if you're giving is this a genuine answer?
No, I'm not a furry.
Really?
I'm not a furry.
Dude, you really
Dude,
took
you
to
sounded
the fucking,
that sounded
took
very
really well
real.
to this
Yeah.
thing. Like, you
for
really
for
just
those
took it
people
very-
who think I'm a furry, it's Sly Cooper. I don't want to be a raccoon.
Swiper, no swiping. I should just put that as a thumbnail, the swiper.
People, Man, if I wanted, and people are like, "Oh, you're just ashamed to be a furry." No, I would use that to my advantage, man. You know how many good jokes I can make about being a furry? Like 7.
What? Like 7.
Like
At
7?
least 7.
At least 3.
All right, so Scrubby, here's another question. Since hitting 100K, what's your plans with YouTube?
I'm just gonna keep uploading the same shit I was before, and hopefully,
Hopefully
it works
I gain
out.
more.
Yeah.
Okay, that was easy. Okay, so here's a question for Diesel and I. Diesel, is quite an egg in real life?
Oh my god, here we go again.
My answer is yes.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah, he's
God.
an egg. He's a boiled egg.
I hate all of you. I'm a hoodie. Why is it so hard to wrap your fucking skulls around? Why is it
I
so
thought
hard
you
to
were
get
a
your
cardigan,
fucking thick Spartan
actually.
helmet around, Brandon?
I'm sorry, you're an egg.
I thought you were a tracksuit.
You thought I was gonna be a tracksuit? I don't have legs.
You
you
don't
just
have to
float?
be a
I thought you were just the top half.
Exactly. I don't have legs.
Do you float?
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. I mean, it's convenient. I don't have to worry about kicking wires or some shit.
I feel like everyone should just go to conventions dressed up as their persona. Like I'll go as a furry, Diesel will go as a Puerto Rican, Wild Spartans will go Wild Spartans will go as Cartman with a Spartan helmet on, and then Quite will go as Quite.
Sounds good.
Sounds
All
good,
right.
mate.
All right, so this is the question for everyone here. Okay, so why did you start YouTube? Start with Scrubby.
Honestly, I was just sitting in my dorm and I was watching Leafy and I was like, this shit is garbage and I could do better than it. So I just started
Wait,
making
who were you
videos.
watching? You cut out.
I was watching Leafy and I was like, this is garbage. I could do better than this. And so I just started making videos. And then now we're here.
All right, Diesel, you're next.
I just kind of existed on the internet and I needed a place to put an outlet for my creativity. And then I just kind of existed in communities for a really long time. So then around college, I was like, I want to start making this my job, which is not the time you should decide to do this because I'm miserable. But I guess I decided to start YouTube because I wanted to make it a job.
Okay, Diesel.
Which
Not
is
Diesel,
a weird
Quite.
answer.
I saw Ryan Higa as a kid, and I thought it was really funny, so I just started making videos ever since I was a wee lad, and I never stopped.
I thought you were born 3 years ago.
Shut up.
We lad 3 years ago.
All right, then personally,
So I started watching Ryan Higa.
Personally, in middle school, I just got a group of friends and we started the Wild Spartan channel. That's kind of why it has a Z in it. They didn't upload anything though, so I just took it over. So I just kept the name. But it was more so just like the start. It was like, hey, we're doing YouTube for fun because fuck it. We can upload anything we want, like Spartan Craft, Daisy Let's Plays, like shit like that. We just do whatever. And then I moved into it.
Nazi zombies, custom zombies.
Yeah, and then I moved into wanting it to be a job more. So then I started doing things like Funny Moments, CS:GO Funny Moments, which was like really popular back in the day of 2015. Not that long ago, but it feels like it. Then I did commentaries, and then now I'm where I am today. So that's how I started. And then for the final question, we have everyone's favorite album. I'll go first. Two Tone Rebel by E-Double.
Yeah. Me. That's fucking hard. I don't know. I have too many I like.
Anybody else want to go
man.
before Quiet? Because he can't think.
Young Sinatra 1 by Logic.
Stainless was good from Logic. I didn't listen to the Young Sinatra.
Young Sinatra one. Decent answer. Fuck. Recently? Fuck. A Crow Looked at Me. Yeah, that's the one.
That's an album.
That's
Yeah,
an
it
album.
sounds like a sentence.
I thought Quiet just looked out his window. It was just like Crow looked at me.
A Crow Looked at Me is my favorite album, but if we're talking a more musical thing, maybe recently I really like Control by SZA. That's really good.
Well,
Diesel, you're up.
okay, I'll go with either Demon Days by Gorillaz or Number of the Beast by Iron Maiden.
Okay, those are all good.
There you
Okay,
go.
so anybody else have anything to say? Any piece you want to make?
Diesel, I actually love you very much.
I
Aw,
love you too.
I'm glad that we settled. No more beef.
I'm not going to make the peace. I'm going to start a war. Quite, I still resent you for not adding me until 10 minutes before this podcast started.
Scrubby, I still love you. Don't worry.
All right, so that pretty much concludes this episode of Loudmouth. If you did enjoy, drop a like down below, subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on iTunes, follow on SoundCloud, all that good stuff. Go check out Scrubby down below if you're interested. Scrubby, where can they find you besides YouTube?
Twitter is where I reside. Scrubby Vivo, because I'm
Okay, there you
unoriginal.
go. I was about to say, where's your at? Or what's your at? But you did it. Okay, we're good. All right, that's pretty much it.
Just so we're clear, I thought I added Scrubby, but I didn't. I'm so sorry.
Shut up, quite.